Good morning everyone. Here we are, third week in on the alphabeti spaghetti. So we did A with me, then you've done B with Helen, and now today we're going to be doing C. So this is the stencils that we're using, the Simply Words from Sandra. Now, I don't know if you all realise this has various different sizes you can use. We're using the largest, which is this one. So we've got the capitals, we've got the lowercase, and then it also comes in a medium size and it comes in a small. I think Sandra did it as a bundle when it came out. So let's move that out the way, get a tile in. Hope you can all see. Right, let's see if I can zoom this in. Oh yes, Luke, there you go. Is that better? So I can't find my mechanical pencil because I use it for everything, so we're back with a normal pencil today. So what do you need? You need a tile, you need your stencil, tortillon, tatty bit of rubber, pen, and then I have got some colours out, but we'll go through those later. It's up to you whether you put colour on or not. So let's get started. So I hope you can all see. Morning Alison, morning Marie. Oh, I can see you now. So let's get started with the C, and I'm going to put it in the middle of the tile roughly. I've got a little mark there, so I'm going to go, ooh, there we go. So let's have a look. Now what we're going to do with the C, it's a bit boring, so let's see what we can do to jazz it up a bit. Okay, I'm just going to rub that centre mark out now. I really did have a plan, but still. If you remember back to the A, I said that I was going to keep that winding vine going. So with that in mind, I'm going to come, let's have a look, let's go 1, 2, 3, like that. Not particularly neat or anything else, but still. Did you all watch Susan's levelling up yesterday? It was fab, wasn't it? Can't wait for her to start adding colour. She's really good. Right, so I'm going to double this line up, and it's going to go over there, and then it's going to come under here. It's only in pencil, and it's going to go over there, and it's going to come under here, and it's going to swish away this way, I think. So let's have a bit of a clean up here. So we rub that out. It's going over, under, goes under there, under there. Let's tidy that up a bit for you. So I'm in pencil at the moment, but we are going to go to pen soon because we're all very good now and can go straight to pen. No, you'll need to go to pen because to do this all in pencil and then go back would be a nightmare. So there's my vine. Okay, so we can then go in with a leaf. So let's have a look. I can't remember which ones we've used before, but we'll go with this one for today. Let's put one in like that, and let's do one again down here. So okay, we all got that. Just go around there like that. And I'm just going to take that little bit out there. Take that little bit out there. And we've got a nice curved leaf. Okay. Nothing much at the moment though, is it? Let's see what we can do. What I'm going to do now, because I can, is I'm going to go over that in pen, because we are going to be rubbing out and doing things. So I'm just going to do the outline in pen. So I'm going just along there. I'm going down there. Apologise for my dogs, they like to get in on the act. Hubby's put them out in the kitchen, but if they can't be here on camera, then they're going to shout from the kitchen. So I think they're seeing. Let's do this. So what we did, I just did loop the loops. So we're coming from the back of there, we go into the front of there and up into that leaf. And then I'm going to do it again, not too big. Okay. I don't like the fact that you don't talk back to me on these lives. I'm used to chatting away to everybody. But I can see messages today, so that's good. Good morning, everyone. Yes. Good morning, Marie. Good morning, Alison. I'm not sure who else is there. It says I've got new messages, but I don't know how Sandra does it when she does all this and answers your questions as well. So we've got that vine in, and I'm going to go up and round there, and I'm coming up, and then I'm going to go over there like that, and I'm going to go up, round, and down like that. Okay, so we should all have something like that. Okay, what are you all thinking about the new Being the Here and Now book? I'm loving it. Every week start a new page. Some of the words in there, I'm not quite sure where Sandra's had them from, but they're very interesting. So there we go. So can you see that? I hope so. Right, now then, in pen. Whoa, chasing it up a bit. So this letter in itself is a bit boring. There's not much to it, is there? I've just thrown my rubber on the floor. Excuse me a second. There we go. So what we're going to do is aura this entire thing, and we're going to change the shapes up a bit. So what I'm going to do first is, can you all see? Okay, I'm going to go around there, nothing crazy, just pick up the shapes. Turn it round. Are you all enjoying these? I know a lot of you've put your letters on your tiles with your letters on the Sanntangle page, which is very good of you. So I've done nothing crazy there, just drawn an aura around the whole shape. So now, to change it up a bit, I thought I would come in with pen and just ink in a few of these things here where you've got a little gap. Just put some ink in there. Yours will be different depending on how big or how small you've done your loop, or if you've even done a loop. I don't know, maybe you've changed your mind and done something else. I know last week Helen didn't concentrate on the outside of the tile so much, but put the detail in the middle, which was nice. And this is why we're going to do alternate weeks, so that you get a bit of a different choice, different ideas. So right, so where we've got a little indentation, what I'm going to do is put a bit of ink in. Nothing crazy, just make it a different shape. Put a bit of ink in, perhaps a bit in here, a bit in here. Just give it a bit of interest. We could do some here. There we go. Have you all joined Sandra's online class? I think the discount codes ran out now. I think it was only for a short time, but it's fine. But that'll be good. Can't wait for that one. Okay, right, here we go. So now I've changed the shape a bit. I've put some darker places in. I'm going to go round it again, making new shapes. And I've just gone off the end there, not gone anything, didn't put a border on this one, just because I thought it'd make a change. So we're just going to go right the way round. And again. Have you seen the Bargello quilts? Kath Storn and someone else, was it Patricia, did one. They're fabulous, aren't they? I can't wait for the orange one to be done by someone, because that's my favourite colour. Right, okay, there we go. So I'm going to change it up a bit now. So in these little crevices we've got, I'm going to put some leaves, nothing crazy, because we have got people that haven't been with us very long. So I'm trying to give them some ideas of how to change things up. And just here, wherever you want to, really. Let's put another one in here because we can. There we go. So then we'll go back round here again. Don't forget, Helen's on Hobby Maker on Sunday, I think it is. And she's got new products, I think. Sandra said. Not sure what it is, but it's new. So let's all tune in for that. Let's see what we've got now. Loving it. My storage came this week from Christmas, so I'm going to be putting all my many stencils in the boxes. I had to buy 2. In fact, I did buy 4, I admit it, but I've got sewing ones to go into. Right, back to the tile. You can all see that. Lovely. Let me just look at my comments. I don't know if I can see them. Morning, everyone. Going to catch up later as I can only stay 5 minutes. All right. Rose, you missed letter A. It'll still be on the Sanntangle page for 30 days. So if it is that you want to keep these, you're going to have to download them or something. But Facebook only keeps them on for 30 days. Okay, so we've done that. We've gone round it again. So let's put some ink in the corners. This is a very easy style to do, but it's quite effective and you can use it for lots of things. You could use it on your general sort of pictures and things, just to fill your tile, or if you're doing a birthday card or something. It's quite a good filler, and you don't have to just use black. Sandra's new pens are amazing for doing things like this. Let's just put a little bit in there. Okay, so let's go round again, taking into account the new shapes. I'm not doing anything really crazy, putting a bit of a wobbly line in where I can. Okay, turn the tile. You've gone dizzy now. Okay, I'll just put a little bit of something in there because I can. Okay, so those leaves are looking a bit lonely. Let's put a couple more in. This time let's do 3. Let's really, how's that? Okay, and let's have a few here. Whatever size you want, it's your tile. You don't have to do leaves. You can do flowers. You can do bubbles. Oh yeah, let's have a few bubbles. Love a few bubbles. So I'm going to do not too small. You see? Okay, I think we'll have a couple here in this little gap, and I'm going to fill the gaps in with a little bit of ink. So round and round we go. And perhaps in this little gap here, yours will be different wherever you can get them, wherever you've got a little bit that, little recess, can you see? And let's have a look where else. Let's put some here. You see? You don't want these too small. Just taper them off. Fill in with ink if you can't. Okay, how's that looking? Right, so let's have a look. So you've guessed it, we're going to aura that now. So let's go round again. And let's come down this side. Let's have a bubble in there. So down, round, leaving a gap. Okay, how are you liking it so far? Okay, so I'm going to come back in now with some colour. So let's see if gel pens are really, the white ones are really temperamental, so I tend to scribble it on my arm, which isn't really good, I suppose. So I'm going to make the letter white with a white gel pen. You can do it, it looks nice black, or you can colour it in the pencils. So I'm going to just fill that in with a white gel pen, because this piece of card I'm using is not white, it's that lovely pale grey that Sandra did. Soft dove grey, is it? So I'm just going to fill that in with white. Okay. And then I'm going to come in with some colour. So what am I using here? So it's up to you, but what I've got is Sunny Green. Oops, sorry. Grass Green. Deep Green. I may use a bit of khaki in places. I've got a white pencil, and I've also got a light summer yellow just in case. Okay, so nothing crazy. We're just going to colour these leaves in. Now, I like to put a bit of yellow on these, just there. And I'm going to start with the deep green, and I'm just putting a bit of pencil down there. Then I'm going to do the grass green. I'm not pressing on, I'm holding the pencil right at the end, covering. Now my colouring isn't anything like Susan's. Susan, if you're watching, you did fabulous last night. I can't wait till we start doing a bit of colour with you, because your colouring is outstanding. Right, so I've just gone through the colours. I just did a touch of yellow there, and then I did the darkest, medium, and grass green, and then sunny green. So I'm going to go back down the colourways. I'm going to put a bit of the sunny green, and I'm going to come in with the grass green on the edge. There's lots of different ways to do this colouring, but this is just an easy way for beginners. Go a dark, a medium, and a light. So then in with the dark green, and then what I'm going to do is burnish it with the white. So just go in and burnish that all together. These pencils blend beautifully of Sandra's. So that's our leaf. I'm going to just come in with a bit of khaki just here where it turns over, because it would be darker there, you see. It's better. And it doesn't have to be a lot, just a little touch. Right, so we're going to do the other leaf the same. Okay. And I'm going to do the, this is the deep green. And just in there. And then I'm coming in with the medium colour. Which is the grass green. And then I'm coming in with that sunny green. Then we'll go back down the colours. Sandra does this a lot with you, so you'll know it won't be new to you, hopefully. Put a bit of dark in there where it turns over. Okay. Might just put a bit of khaki in there just to darken that up a bit. Perhaps just down there. And I'll just burnish it all with the white. Oh, my white's breaking. Right, so now we've got this vine that's coming round. So in the same way, we will go, if we start here, where it's coming from under, we go dark, and there, look where it crosses over. So we'll go dark where it crosses over, we'll go dark here where it goes under the letter, and we could just go dark just in that end vine where it just tapers off. So then I'll come back in with the grass green. Okay, put a bit of that in next, just overlapping that dark green a little bit. Bring your colour up the stems. So if you're scared of your colours, if you stick to this sort of light, medium and dark, you can do it with the yellows, the pinks, the purples, any of them. Just choose a colour range and then just go in with your 3 different colours. And as you get better with things, you can add more range in there, but basically as long as you've got a light, medium and dark, we're usually good. Okay, how's it looking for you all? So now we've got these other things to colour in. So it's, do we stick to the greens or do we add a pop of colour? So what I'm going to do is, for now, I'm going to do these leaves. I'm going to just put a little bit of yellow on them. You know, the ones we did, but I'm not going to do the triple ones, just the single ones. Because I think what we'll do is we'll have these as green. So I'm going to come in from the bottom. Now you won't need as many layers on these because they're only small, so you can probably just do a couple. I'm a bit worried about my white pencil because I think it's going to lose its end, so to speak. Anyway, what's everybody's plans this weekend? I've seen all these quilts and I've got a quilt on the go. So I'm desperately trying to get rid of all the Christmas rubbish so that I can get in there and finish that quilt. And then I'll show you what I've done with it. So they don't take much, these little leaves. They just one layer will cover them usually, and then burnish them. Do that, burnish it with the white. It just mixes the colours a little bit. So now you've got the hang of it, I'm just going to sort of do all these 3 together. Let us have some feedback, what you think of these little lives for us teachers. We've all been trained by Sandra, which is why, and we've all got certificates, which is why you should make sure that if anybody's taking a class or teaching you, that they are certificated, that they have been trained by Sandra in her skills, if you like. I mean, she's amazing with the things she does. And how, I just don't think she sleeps at night when she brings so many new things out. What have we got here? Maureen, loving them, Nikki. Thank you, Maureen. It's good to know that you like them. And we're trying our best to keep things going for you. Right, I'm going to move to a different colour now for the bubbles. Now, I didn't do my bubbles too small because I wanted to get a bit of colour in there, a bit of pop of a colour. So again, I'm using the yellow as a base. I just like it because it makes all the colours pop a little bit. Not doing anything crazy. It's just literally a little smudge of colour, as you can see. Nothing too neat. Okay, that's my yellow done with. So let's have a look. What am I doing? I've got mid peach. Oh, that's upside down, sorry. Oh, Rose. Lack confidence. Oh, babe, you'll be brilliant. Mid peach. And then I might go with, let's have a look. Let's have some pink. Light rose. That's Santango red. Mid rose. And I might come in with some clementine because I just like it. And I might just come in with a bit of deep blue as well. We'll see how the mood takes me. I hope you're all keeping up. So I'm going to use the mid peach first. I'm going to come down these. And because we put that little base of yellow on there, they cover really well. And then I'm going to just leave a little bit like that on my bubbles. You can leave them anywhere. I like to leave my highlight up in that top left corner. Just put a bit of colour on there. These are tiny sort of areas to cover, so you don't have to be too precise with them. Just sort of swirl it round. Leave a hole. Hi Sally, just seen you there. Shall we be seeing you at class in a couple of weeks at Hopley, or are you waiting for the weather? Here we go. So I'm in with light rose now. Just going in that bottom corner up a bit further, but not quite to the top. Same here. And I'm going round. Just in a little C shape here. Give a bit of depth to these bubbles, berries, whatever you want them to be. and I'm going to come in with the mid rose, give it a bit of depth there. I love this combination, look how nicely that goes together, the pink and the peach. Not something that you would perhaps normally put together, but I do like the combination. And then just add a little bit of dark to the bottom of your bubble, opposite side to your highlight. That just brings them to life a little bit. It's not perfect, but it's yours. And at the end of the day, it's a little piece of paper. You don't have to do anything with it. But these make fabulous birthday cards, or starters for birthday cards. Or even just make them bigger, and you can make them bigger and you can do a whole piece for someone. So I'm just going to put a touch of orange in there, clementine, just burnish it with my clementine, which is really going against the rules, but it just brings up that corner there. Okay, I don't know if any of you are actually following along or if you're just going to go back and do this later. So now I've got my deep blue, and you need a sharp point, and I'm just going to flick a bit in the bottom there, just to give it a bit of depth, and just put a little smidge at the bottom of those. You see the difference? Okay, so let's have a little look here. One there. And let's not forget these here. So, what do we think of that? You can go on and you can add some graphite if you like. You can colour these pieces in. I'm not going to do that today, but I'm going to show you some others. So, that was my piece we've done today. I'm not signing it because it's not finished. That's one I did previously on a pink tile. And then I have a couple more here. Oops. So this is one I did with multiple colours to see. So there's your different ones. Look, we can go like that. Oh, let's zoom you out a bit so you can see what I've got here. So they're all the letter C. This one is the one we've done today. This one is very similar, but I've coloured the corners in green. The same principle, starting in really dark, moving it in to there. This one is on a pink tile, and that's just got the I'll do it later, can't multitask. I'm just reading all your comments. I have to sort of pop up above it. Let's have a look if I can zoom in. So that's one. That's another. And then this is the one we did today. So you could go in with a black brush pen. That would be amazing. And finish this off in these corners. That would really make it pop. With what it's your tile. I did find this that we did once in one of Sandra's classes, which is really really nice. I don't know who was there when we did that, but you can join all these through. Let's just have a reminder of what we did before. Let's move those out of the way. So that was the first one. And then Helen did the next one with you, which was that's my version of it. And I also then went on to do a coloured version. Look how different they look when they're in black and white and when they've been coloured, and putting them on a coloured frame. They really make them pop, don't they? I really like these, and I think they're understated, underused, if you like. So that was my B. That was my B. That was my A. Someone said they're not seeing A. If you look on the page, it should still be there. It's there for 30 days, and we're doing these every week. So that's my other one. And then, of course, we have today's. I think I might do that with the black brush pen and come back and I'll put it on the page for you. Don't forget to hashtag Simply Words, and then we can find all the pictures. Hope you're enjoying these. So next week we'll be doing the letter D. Might be a surprise because I think it might be a collaboration between me and Helen. We'll see. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed it. Have a lovely weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye.